All right, it's time for Friday Faves. Today I'm going to go over brushes and just in my personal experience, the best brushes and the key brushes that you need to just achieve an everyday look. We're not going to get into like if you're a makeup artist or if you're a little bit more advanced and you want to do like the looks that all the other YouTube girls are doing or stuff like that. Let me show you the brushes I use every single day. And I want to note that I've had these brushes for 14 years, truly. These brushes I bought the first year that I was with MAC, and they've lasted me this long because I have taken care of them, okay? So for eyes, I have three favorites that I use almost every single day, but there's probably one that maybe you guys wouldn't necessarily need. So the very first one, this is my favorite brush for anybody that's gonna go out and buy just one brush, okay? This is MAC 217 or something equivalent to this. Now MAC has a brush, this one right here, I think it's, 224 right there, right? You think like looking at these, they're exactly the same, right? But they're not. This one is like fluffier, and this one's more compact and more dense, so the color's gonna go on a little bit more. But anyway, what I'm getting at is that brushes you think can look the same, but they don't do the same things, right? This MAC 217 brush is like the holy grail of brushes. You can do every single thing on your eye with this brush. And when I go on vacation, a lot of times I only take this one brush because you can do so much with it. It's really versatile. I think this might be $25. So they are an investment, but if you can't afford it, I get it. I have 4 kids, right? Go find something equivalent to this. And you know what I've actually done, like back in my college days when I had these packed away. When I moved to California, I didn't pack everything. I actually went to Michael's or to, I think I even bought them at Walmart, and I got art brushes that looked like this. And those tied me over until I could save up to afford something more expensive like these. So if you're in a pinch, go to the craft store and find what's on sale. Buy one of those, like, comes with 5 different brushes, like the watercolor or whatever kind of brushes they are. Go buy like a 5-pack for $2 and just start playing around with those and seeing what works and what doesn't. Like, I totally did that too. But anyway, so 217, this is like I said, the holy grail of brushes. Go and get this brush if you can do it. Ask your man or your woman, whatever, for Valentine's Day to go and get you this one brush. It's fantastic, okay? What this does is it is a good crease brush. It's a great highlight brush, and then you can also pack stuff on your lid. And then I also use it for a smokier shadow underneath. So I promise you, this is like the one brush you can do everything with, okay? My next favorite, and I use this every single day, is the MAC 239 or a brush equivalent to this, okay? What you want is something a little bit flatter, you see? Okay, so look at the differences of these. So automatically looking at them, this one, the color is going to go on more condensed, okay? So it's going to be like a pop of color. This is usually what I use on my lid, okay? Because you want a little bit more color on your lid, right? This one is more diffused, so it's going to make it go like all pretty and look really blended, okay? But these 2 brushes you can get away with the rest of your life and be totally happy and fine and not need to buy another brush. Truly, okay? These are seriously 14 years old. And then there's this one right here. This is the MAC 219, and I love this one too, okay? This one is a great if you want to do the outside smudge really dark right there and then go in and blend it with your 217. And then also, this is fantastic because see how it's pointed? So it gets that color right there on the tip, and then the brushes, how they are cut and how they are formed, they automatically blend it for you. So this is fantastic under the eye area, or if you're blending a liner up here on top, this is perfect. So these 3 you need to go get, or an equivalent. Like if you were to go into, I don't even know, I think Ulta has some that are a little bit cheaper. Get one that is a little bit denser like this for your lid, and this works well under a highlight also, as a highlight. Then one that's a little bit fluffier, okay, but not too fluffy. There's a reason this one's not my favorite. It's because I feel like the color kind of goes all over. This one I have more control over, okay? So something a little bit fluffier than the one you get for your lid, okay? And then also this one's kind of optional, but I love this one because it makes my liner look really soft and it blends it into a really soft line on the bottom. This is the 219, okay? Okay, so those are it for the eye brushes. Then of course, if you need an angled brush, somebody said that, The MAC 266 is like the holy grail of eyeliner brushes. They do, or eyebrow brushes, sorry. They do make a I think it's 209, which is like this. Okay, let's see if I can do this. It's like this, but it's cut off like right there. Okay, so it's a little bit shorter. But that one's gonna make the color go on a little bit stronger. So this is the 266. I usually use this every single day. What I like about this versus other liner or eyebrow brushes is those ones tend to be a little bit hard. Like they're kind of like sticky. I think they're synthetic. Actually, I'm sure they're synthetic. They're almost like a, I don't know how to explain it, but they're like a little bit tougher. This one is super soft. This one is just like an eyeshadow brush. So you get that kind of like, it's a little bit easier to control and to use. That when you get, the other ones, they kind of go on a little bit too strong and I end up having to go back and blend them anyway. So this is the 266. This is fabulous for an eyebrow brush. Now, the reason I talk about MAC brushes, remember, I've worked for MAC for a million of years. I'm like an ancient dinosaur. But they've lasted. So I have personal testament to how long these last. This is 14 years old. Okay, so eye brushes, that's what you wanna get. Then, pretty simply put, for face brushes, okay, I don't ever use a foundation brush. If you like but I like my foundation more natural and dewy, okay? And that works best when you have a little bit of warmth from your fingers. It tends to just kind of blend on and stay a little bit longer when you have that. So if you're using a foundation brush and you find that your brush just kind of pushes your foundation around, use your fingers. Okay, there's no rule, you can use your fingers. But if you like a heavier foundation, okay, then you'll probably want to get a foundation brush. Now, I like your traditional foundation brush. I don't even know where mine is. I think my kids ate it or something. But it's like a bigger version of this. It's a synthetic brush and it's like a big fat version of this. Okay, it just looks just exactly like this. So it makes it go on really pretty. But I know a lot of people love the duo fiber brushes, which look like this for foundation. Okay, so if you're looking for a foundation brush, I like the traditional old school foundation brush, but I know all the newbies, you know, the newer thing to do is to use the duo fiber like this. So either one of those is great. But then if you like a contour, you wanna get an angled contour brush, I like a synthetic brush for this. The reason being is because it helps it go on a little bit stronger, okay? And I like my contour to look pretty sharp in there, right? And then I kind of go back and just, you know, blend with this. But this is a great all-in-one brush, a synthetic one, because these repel product. I could use this for a foundation too, easily. And I could go from a foundation right into a powder without cleaning it off. That's the point of synthetic brushes, okay, is they go from a powder to a cream and right back again and no big deal, right? So a synthetic contour brush works for my contour, right? That's what I like. Then I just like a powder brush and that's it. A big fluffy powder brush and anything will do. I've seen the retractable ones. The retractable ones don't go this big though usually because they have to go back and fit in that little tube, you know? So I don't suggest a retractable one unless it's like a second one for a gym bag or something like that. So I like a big full handle. This is the MAC one. To be honest, so this is 14 years old also, but to be honest, powder brushes are kind of run-of-the-mill. Like they're all pretty much packed the same. So you may or may not need to go and get a MAC one. MAC one's gonna last you forever, but you may not need to go and pick up one like this. And let me tell you, when you are buying brushes, this is the best way to tell their quality is to take it like this, okay? Like really grab it and go like this, okay? Ta-da! So you want to go and grab it like that, and they'll let you do it in the store. They should let you do it in the store. You grab it and you twist it and you see if there's anything in there. Like there's like one thing, but this is 14 years old, so I'm giving it a little bit of a break. But I also take care of my brushes, which brings me to my next point. I really love and suggest the MAC brush cleanser. I am out of it right now. It's on my way to me. But the reason I like it is a lot of people use other things like coconut oil or baby wash and stuff, which are all effective in cleaning the brushes. So that's great. The MAC brush cleanser though is antibacterial. So for those of us, especially that have kids, my little kids like stick this in their mouth and stuff, I need something that's gonna be antibacterial, that I know that I can stick right back in my eye after cleaning it, and I'm not gonna get an infection from anything. So that is why I suggest the MAC Brush Cleanser. Plus, it's $15 for a huge bottle of it. It's so concentrated that you can dilute it with 50% water. So 1 part water, 1 part brush cleanser, and it's still gonna be just as effective, okay? It's really easy to use. So when I get it back in stock, I will show everybody, not in stock, hello, it's like I'm working behind the counter. When I get it, I will show you how to properly clean your brushes, but I really do suggest that brush cleanser just because it is antibacterial and it is easy to use. I can clean all of my brushes in like 10 minutes, which I have 90 million brushes. So anyway, I will snap a picture of these, I will write them down, and I'll put them on the blog. The thing about the blog though is that I can't do it from my phone. So I am like a girl on the go. So I've got to come home and sit down. So I wish that I had time to sit down and do a video and then post it on the blog. That doesn't always happen. So it takes me a couple days to do it, but I'll post my favorites on Instagram so you can hurry and see, and then I'll link it to come over to this video. So now you're here. Anyway, so okay, have a good day. And if you guys have any additional questions, just let me know. Like if you need something specific, like what brush do you recommend for this? Because I also have some Sephora brushes that I really, really do love too. But those ones I really suggest, or the equivalent. Go to your art supply store. Usually they're half the price, you know, so go find something, because if it works for you, if it works for you. There are many famous makeup artists out there that only use your finger, truly. Like they go pack it on and then they kind of swipe with this. That is like a big behind the scenes for like fashion week and stuff, is they pretty much just use their fingers. So if it works for you, it works for you. It doesn't matter the price, but I really do suggest MAC because they last forever. Okay, that's all. I gotta go run and volunteer for Valentine's Day program. Bye guys.